Let me tell you something. So you're like the true definition of all action, no talk. So you know how you be around people that say a lot, but what they say don't reflect how they living. So it's like people are saying things now because it's what's in. Like they saying things because they like, oh, this is what's in now. I'm gonna speak like how everybody else is speaking, and I'm gonna just say what I gotta say, but not really do what I say I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So people are trying to figure out, like, you got people out there that's saying a lot of things, but when they see you, you're really living without saying nothing. Like your actions is reflecting what somebody else is saying. What somebody else is saying, they're not really doing, but you're doing exactly, like, it's like you're doing things that people are saying. You're doing things that people are saying. Like, people saying a lot of shit, but they not doing nothing. And you're all action, no talk. So people are trying to figure out, why are you getting all these things and you're not even talking about it? Like, why all these good things happening to you and you're not out here talking, you're not out here running your mouth, you're not out here saying, oh, I'm this, I'm that. It's like you don't have to say I'm this or that. People just see it. Like, people just see that you're this and you're that. Like, you don't have to say a fuck thing. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say anything. You're all action, no talk. Because first of all, you know, people that do it's people that do a lot of talking and they can't back up shit they're saying. But the thing is, with you don't say much because you like to sit back, you like to observe, you like to see what's going on. You like to be like the fly on the wall, but like in a good way, not like in a spying way, but like in a good way. Because you know the loudest one in the room is not the one who is speaking the loudest. You don't have to be the loudest in the room just because you're speaking loud. Like, you say nothing, you're the loudest in the room. But you got other people that have to be they have to get certain attention by doing a lot, but you do nothing and people are confused. They like, you do nothing and you get everything. It's like with you, somebody wants what you have, and instead of them admitting they're not there to receive those things, they just talk about it. Like, people talk about, I ain't gonna say they talk about your life, but they talk about your life like it's theirs. Like, what they say doesn't reflect their reality, but what they say reflects your reality. So it's like people are watching you. They're saying things that you're saying, but they really not. They don't believe what they're saying. They just saying it because it's in, and they're saying it because you're actually. It's like somebody is speaking what you're doing, and you don't have to say anything. So it's like you got people looking at a certain person in a certain way, but when they see you, the one that's not talking, they like, well, this person is really living like that, and they ain't said a fuck thing. Like, this person is really like that, and they haven't said anything yet. They haven't came to me and said, yeah, I'm this, I'm that, I do this, I do that. And but the thing is, they trying to see, they trying to figure out how they can see all these things that you are, and you're not even telling them who you are. People are trying to figure out, and they feel a way that they gotta go out their way. Certain people gotta go out their way to tell people who they are, who they are. People gotta go out their way to say who they are. But what's so frustrating? I'm gonna tell you, you're frustrating in the best way. You get people frustrated in the best way. Like, you're so frustrating because people don't understand how you're able, and people are able to see who you are. And it's like people are frustrated that you don't have to say who you are, and people just automatically see it. That's not your fault. Your aura is something. Like, it's not your fault that people can see who you are without you saying anything. So you got people frustrated. You got people out here pretending to be who you are. You got people out here pretending to be who you are. Meaning, like, they're saying a lot, but they're not doing nothing. They're not doing a fuck thing. They're not doing anything, but you're doing everything. You're not saying anything. People come beside you. You might notice when people are beside you, when people are around you, they try to be the loudest because they want their voice to override your aura, but they can't. They see your aura and they like, no, let me be the loudest, because if people see who they are, then I won't get no attention. What the fuck? Listen, I ain't got no cars. I ain't pulling shit. This straight off the dome. So you got people that's, when they around you, this is how you know if I'm talking about you. If you're like a person that don't say much, but you get all the attention when you go out, and you got certain people that you might not even know. You got certain people that wants to be the loudest, and you're like, Why they doing all that? Like, you like, what they doing all that for? Or you might think, oh, that's just their personality. No, but that's not their personality. They don't want you to outshine them. So they gotta talk the loudest. But the thing is, you sit there and people are interested in you. You sit there and say nothing and people are interested in you. So you got other people like, damn, I'm over here yelling and screaming. Y'all don't see me, and people don't see that yet. That's why I tell people, just because you talk loud, that don't mean you have something important to say. Just because you talk loud, that doesn't mean you have something important to say. You don't. That's not what that means. And you say nothing. You say nothing. You got people fighting to be seen before you come in the room. It's like, nah, I got to get these people attention, because when so-and-so walk in, I already know I ain't going to have no attention on me. But that's because you're not being your authentic self. You being what you think people want you to be. Or you being a person that you think everybody would like. But nobody wants to like a fake ass person. I don't want to like somebody for who they pretend to be. Because when you really show me who you are, am I going to like that person? When you really show me who you are, am I going to like that person? That's why I tell people, don't pretend with me, because I'm not going to pretend with you. Because if you say you don't like me, I need you to not like me for who I really am and not who I pretend to be. Because you can dislike somebody for no reason, because they're pretending to be somebody else, or you can really like somebody because who they pretend to be. But when you find out who they really are, it's like, are you really gonna like them? So you might want to just be who you really are. This person, place, or thing should just be who they really are. You got people around that's trying to outshine you before you walk in the room. But they can't. And they're frustrated, friend. They frustrated. I just want to tell your sexy ass that. I just want to tell your fine ass that you say nothing and do a lot. You all action, no talk. I just want to let your sexy ass know. So if people start acting weird around you and want to be so loud and I want the attention, and you're like, and some of y'all, and I'm gonna get off, I promise y'all, I'll be long. Some of y'all are like, y'all don't even want the attention. So it's like, yeah, you want that person to be loud. And then some of y'all are like, why are these people coming over me? I ain't yelling, I ain't screaming, I'm not trying to get no attention. Baby, because you're that. You don't have to do nothing to get everything. You don't have to do nothing to get all the attention. Move like they ain't watching, friend, because they are. This is me in real time, y'all. I'm gonna get some pork chops. We finna have some good ass food. I love you guys. I will see you guys later, okay?